Hello friends, in this video I am going to teach you aldol condensation and Cannizzaro reaction. First of all, let's talk about aldol condensation. Aldol condensation are shown by the aldehydes and ketones having alpha hydrogen. It means alpha hydrogen is the important key for this reaction. And in this reaction, we take the 2 mole of the carbonyl compound, that is aldehyde or ketones we can take, and further by the reacting it with dilute strong base, we get the aldol product. Actually, it is known as aldol because ald means this ald means aldehyde and this ol means hydroxy group. That's why we can see here this is a aldehyde group and this one is hydroxy group. That's why its name is aldol. And condensation is used for the heat. By giving heat, some neutral molecule will be leave out. For example, in this case, water is leaving out. And now comes to the mechanism part. In mechanism, the 1 mole of the aldehyde is going to react with sodium hydroxide, and sodium hydroxide, it will act as a base and it will abstract the most acidic proton and give the carbanion, and this carbanion will be stabilized by resonance. And further in the second step mechanism, this carbanion is going to act as a nucleophile for the second mole of aldehyde, and it will attack on the electrophilic center of the carbonyl carbon, and we get this O negative here. And further, this O negative means this compound is acting as a base and it will take hydrogen from the water. And what we will get? We will get a product of aldol product. As I have told you already that in case of aldol, there is one carbonyl functional group and hydroxyl functional group is present. This is aldol, and after condensation what we will get, and during condensation what will happen, the hydrogen from this carbon and hydroxy group, this will leave out. What we will get? We will get alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. This alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Okay, actually this is condensation part. As I have told you that condensation part, and in this case removal of water will occur, and we are getting final product as a alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. If in the precursor we take the ketone, so in that case here the product we get will be alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Okay, alright. It means in aldol condensation, we take the 2 mole of the aldehyde or ketones having alpha hydrogen and we get the aldol product, and after condensation we get the alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketones. Alright, and now let's learn about the Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction is shown by aldehydes only, which don't have any alpha hydrogen, and also it must be noted that ketones don't show Cannizzaro reaction. Concentrated base is required here. It may be KOH or NaOH, and also heating. is required. And chemical reaction, it includes two parts. First one is simultaneous oxidation and second part is simultaneous reduction. So finally we get the disproportionation reaction. And this Cannizzaro reaction is shown by both aromatic and aliphatic aldehydes. So let's discuss about its mechanism part. First of all, I just give you the idea what is happening in this reaction. So first of all, we have to take 2 mole of aldehyde which doesn't contain any alpha hydrogen. In the presence of concentrated KOH and heat, it will give alcohol and salt of the carboxylic acid. So this is a reduction part and this is an oxidation part. Finally we get the disproportionation reaction. Okay, confirm this disproportionation reaction here. And in the mechanism part, so in the mechanism part, 1 mole of the aldehyde is going to react with the concentrated nucleophile, means concentrated this alkali, and this alkali is going to act as a nucleophile, because in this case we can see that there is no any acidic proton, but in case of aldol we can see that one acidic proton was there. So in aldol condition, that first step was the acid base reaction, but in this case this first step is going to be nucleophilic addition reaction. Alright, and what we get just tetrahedral type alkoxide, and this negative charge from of oxygen will shift and it form the carbonyl, and this hydride shift will occur. And where this hydride shift will occur, as we have already another mole of the aldehyde, formaldehyde, this hydride will transfer its carbonyl carbon. Means in this process hydride attack occur. So in the next step what we will get formic acid. Okay, and second one is alkoxide ion. This is alkoxide ion we are getting, and further this is alkoxide ion, and this alkoxide ion is more reactive, so it just want to be stable. For getting stability, it will abstract the more acidic proton. As we know, as we see that the more acidic proton is present in formic acid, this is more acidic proton. So this acidic proton will be abstracted by alkoxide ion, and we get finally the salt of the carboxylic acid, and this is a formate, and this is alcohol we get. All right. So in case of Cannizzaro, only it is shown by the aldehydes which having no alpha hydrogen, and concentrated KOH we use, and chemical reaction simultaneous oxidation and reduction occurs. 2 mole of the formaldehyde we have taken, and after reacting with the concentrated concentrated base, and with heat, and by heating it we get the alcohol and salt of the acid. That's all. And finally And just recall what is the difference between aldol condensation and Cannizzaro reaction. In aldol condensation, it is shown by the aldehydes and ketones having alpha hydrogen, but Cannizzaro reaction, it is shown by aldehydes only. The points to be remembered: having no alpha hydrogen, we need diluted alkali medium, and in this case we need concentrated alkali medium. As we know that aldol रिएक्शन, इसका जो फर्स्ट स्टेप है दैट इज एसिड बेस स्टेप, एसिड बेस रिएक्शन. लेट मी शो यू दिस स्टेप. This step is going to be acid base reaction. All right, clear? Acid base reaction, because this aldehyde is acting as a acid and this NOH is acting as a base. So, and also we can see the more acidic proton is available here. So if any compound, if there is more acidic proton is available and there is possibility to occur acid base reaction, so first of all acid base reaction will occur. Okay, because acid base reaction are more reactive than any reaction. So in this process, in this case, acid base reaction will occur. So this step is just proceeded by only diluted alkali medium, and but in this case we need concentrated alkali, as this alkali is acting as a what, nucleophile. And in the last, so in the product we get the aldol, as aldol means aldehyde and ol, ald means aldehyde and ol means hydroxy. So after the removal of the water, it means condensation step, we get the enal. It means alkene and aldehyde parts we get. As we have already seen that alpha beta unsaturated जो का aldehyde मिल रहा था, alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, it is enal. And in case of Cannizzaro product, we get the salt of carboxylic acid and alcohol. So this is all, and now I hope you are able to understand all the things. If you have any doubts, please you can text me message. Okay, thank you so much.